Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We're gonna be ready to go here at 10 o'clock with instant replay. Let me tell you what's going on. You go to our YouTube channel, not YouTube. I got that wrong. Go to our Facebook, Team FYN Sports Facebook. Let's put it there, okay? Team FYN Sports Facebook. Go there, and we're going to have our. Hold on, I'm doing something here, Josh. Sorry about that. Apologize. I go to our Team FYN Sports Facebook page. I'll get it right now. At 10 o'clock, instant replay, we're going to be talking about the Fannin Rebels Round 2. You know, we're broadcasting that on FYN TV this coming Thursday night, but the Fannin Rebels Round 2 of the 3A GHSA State Playoffs, Sweet 16. We're going to have RJ Casey on. He's going to talk about Pickens. Dragons wrapping up their season after first round of playoffs, made it into the playoffs. And we're going to talk to RJ about Pickens Sports, and then we're going to have Jake West. Jake is over in North Carolina, and he's doing our new show on Monday nights, NC Sports Report. Jake West will be on at 10:45, talk a little bit about those Murphy Bulldogs and that baseball team there. So you don't want to miss that at 10 o'clock. Now, tell them how they can get in touch with the show. Tell them how they can get in touch with the show here, Josh. Got it? There you go, folks. That's all the ways you can get in touch with the show. Now, wait a minute. What am I doing here? So let's go back to just a minute on Sleepy Joe Biden. Now, at 9 o'clock, Joe DeGeneva, a bombshell report coming out, okay? All right, a bombshell report. And also Rod Rosenstein. I can land this plane. Oh, and the president in Wisconsin makes reference to white hats and black hats. I'm telling you, folks, if you're not keeping up, you are missing it. White hats, black hats. The Rod Rosenstein, the assistant or deputy attorney general of the United States that appointed Bob Mueller, said to the president, I can land this. This is the claims. I can land this plane. Supposedly, Rosenstein has flipped, and he's working with the AG. Now, I tell you what, there's a reason. Now, did Barr say you have to go out there? Did he? Did he say you have to go out there? But I said the other day, Rosenstein, I don't care, okay? He was standing behind Attorney General Barr last week at that press conference or whenever it was held. So let's go back to talking elections and how, remember, I'm telling you, they talk about how Trump only won Michigan by X, only won Pennsylvania by X, only won these states by X, but they don't talk about he only lost Minnesota by 40,000 votes. No, it's never brought up, okay? So first of all, Democrats, and here's where I'm going with this, okay? Because we just talked about Minnesota, the lumber industry, the iron ore, is that what it is? Mining that was closed. 5.3% increase in employment in a certain region of the state. Political boost. They're a nervous wreck. They don't know what to do, all right? All they can do is make things up. That's it. And claim the President of the United States and hate crimes and Trump is a white nationalist. Just yell anything because 3.2, oh my God, how are we going to squash that news? So Democrats out there, which I know you're not listening because I don't think I have any Democrat viewers, but nothing has changed. Now, there's a long way to go to primaries and picking your candidate. But if right now what we see. Okay, let's go to number 13. So you have the Democrat choice for president. Biden is at 13%, up 4. Okay, Sanders 9%, up 5. Buttigieg up 5%, at 5%, up 5%. I don't know. I guess he went from 0. Harris 4%. She's down 4. Warren 4%. She's up 2. And this guy O'Rourke, Francis Beto O'Rourke, he couldn't, at a college somewhere, right? He couldn't get like 24 kids to show up. I'm serious, he couldn't get like 24, 25 kids to show up at a college that he stopped at. It's pretty rough for this guy right now. So anyhow, reports are coming out that President Obama asked Biden, don't run against Hillary. You see, it's the deal I made. It's the deal I made. What do you mean it's the deal you made? Well, you know that guy Tim Kaine down in Virginia? We made him a deal that if he would back away from being the DNC chair, that's right, and let Deborah Wasserman Schultz, that criminal, have the DNC to ensure Hillary's nomination, that we would let Tim Kaine run on the ticket with Hillary. I mean, we got this whole corrupt thing going, Joe. You don't want to touch it. It was the deal that's made, okay? Tim Kaine out at DNC, Deborah Wasserman Schultz in, Seth Rich dead, Deborah Wasserman Schultz went to the funeral. What the hell, America, right? So, and then Wasserman Schultz kicked out, Donna Brazile put in place. What the hell? So you can't run, Joe. You can't run. I know you're 74 or 70 whatever, 2, but you can't run. Hillary has to go. So now Joe's running. Let me tell you what nobody talks about with Joe running. When will the media ask Joe for a one-term commitment? He's 78. Now they're making fun of the vibrant young man. Donald Trump says he is a vibrant young man. He's ready to go. I mean, this guy has all day long. He jets out there to, they don't know what to do. I swear to God, it messes them up. He jets out there to Green Bay, Wisconsin. He gets on the stage for 90 minutes. And Biden and all of them know they will be lucky to get 2,000 people without a rock concert and to draw people in. And Trump is, boom, he's a vibrant young man. Biden's 78, right? If elected, he will be 78 or close to 80. I don't know. When will Joe Biden announce one term only? I mean, there's no way he's going to run again at 82. But I don't know. You look at Dianne Feinstein, the dinosaur out there. Okay. Now, number 15, Pennsylvania again. Joe Biden makes play for blue-collar votes with Pittsburgh rally. Look, right there, that bullshit, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But you and I both know it's just like, you know, the president said, you know, all right. It's not going to be a rally, folks. Let me tell you the major difference they will not talk about right there on their MSNBC with a rally. Hell no, it won't be a rally. Trump puts he's going somewhere, Green Bay, Wisconsin, and it went up against the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which nobody in America watched. Nobody. All right? And they're not even talking about Trump's rally. You go on, I've done it. You go online and you ask for tickets. You know why you ask for tickets? So the Trump organization everywhere in all these states can get your email address. Fine. I mean, it's the way it goes. Trump is blowing the hell out of these people with organization in these states. So you go to Green Bay and you put on the website, hey, get free tickets to the Trump rally. Well, you go in, you put your name, your email address, and the next thing you know, they email you 2 first come, first served tickets, okay? And you got those. 70,000 requests. They get like 70,000 requests for these tickets. And then this auditorium, okay? This auditorium, let me get to that. At Trump Green Bay rally, supporters have breathtaking views of media, okay? Now, let me see where it's at. It holds, this Reach Center holds 10,000 people in Wisconsin, Green Bay, all right? Let me tell you what it's been, and it's in the shadow of Lombardi Field, all right? But let me tell you, among the thousands, let me see I had here just a minute ago. It holds 10,000. It may not be this article right here. Elton John packed it. All right, Elton John packed it. Jason Aldean packed it. Okay, he packed the house. Elton John, Jason Aldean. There's several that packed this house at 10,000, and Donald Trump. Elton John got like 10,300 in there. The owner of the center said Trump broke the record. They've had big name artists in there. Trump broke the record in this. Thousands outside. But what are they going to tell you? That Biden is doing a rally today. I am trying to highlight the lies these people will not stop telling, okay? And how they are going to try to make it look. Now, the difference is in Trump's 10,500 and 70,000 that actually requested tickets and thousands outside. Today's so-called rally, let's go to number 17. Biden holds slight lead over 2020 Democrats in new poll. Now, who is that guy there? Okay, let me get to him. 19. All right. Harold Schauberger, whatever. This is the largest firefighter union in the United States. Okay, IAFF. All right. Largest union, firefighters union in the United States, Pittsburgh. He's also what? Vice president of the AFL-CIO. They are staging a rally for Biden. Maybe 1,500, but whatever you see today will be bought, paid for, and staged. Every single bit of it is staged of what happens today for Joe Biden out where? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Every bit is staged. Okay? Now, the last thing, they were waiting for Biden to get in. The View, let me go to number 23. Top 3 first days fundraising. Top 3 first day fundraising totals. Biden hit 6.3. Francis hit 6.1. Bernie hit 5.9. And let me see what else I have here. Okay. International, number 18. He's been endorsed by the International Association of Firefighters, endorses Joe Biden. Look at that old guy. He is old. I'm sorry. Trump, boom, ready to go. Biden is old. I'm sorry. 2 old white guys, Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden. One more thing I want to show you, and we will get off this and move on to something else. I have it here. Thought I did. Just a second here. Where is this one here? I thought I gave you this one. I thought I sent one over to you, Josh. I want to show the audience right here, number 33. Yes, Steel City Joe Biden to hold first campaign rally today in Pittsburgh. Don't misunderstand this. That is Bob Casey Jr., senator from Pennsylvania that has endorsed Joe Biden. They're trying to make, he's not from Pennsylvania, folks. He left when he was 10 years old. He's pushing 80, damn it. He left when he was 10 years old. He's not a Pennsylvanian from Scranton. They're trying to make him look like he's from Pennsylvania. They're trying to make him look like he is the working man's friend. They're trying, the AFL-CIO, the firefighters union, they're going to try to make him look like the working man's friend from Pennsylvania to Minnesota, Sleepy Joe. And they are hoping that. See, if they did not fear, I will tell you now, if they did not fear Pennsylvania, Michigan, okay, Wisconsin, and now Minnesota, that the deep state would be pushing Mayor Pete, they would be pushing Kamala Harris, they would be pushing Bernie Sanders. It's too vulnerable. All right, you're going to win California. It doesn't matter. You remember when Nancy Pelosi said a cup of water in her district and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez district would win if it was on the ballot? No matter what Democrat they put on the ballot, they're going to win California. They're going to win Washington State, right? They're going to win New York. They're going to win the District of Columbia, the New Jersey. They're going to win Delaware, right? Massachusetts. They know that any other candidate, they're going to win the blue of the blue. I mean, pretty much they're going to win Illinois, right? They're going to win the blue of the blue. But where they do not want to be vulnerable and take a chance and wonder, the deep state, trust me, the Democrats are crooked as hell. All right? And Democrat voters, you should really be upset of how you're being treated again, once again. But the place where they're vulnerable and they can't take chances is the blue wall, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and now Minnesota. And they think Joe Biden could be the working man's friend, and he could go and give those real soft tone, and I don't want to do Joe Biden right now. I've been practicing my Joe Biden. But anyhow, that's what they think. And the rally will not be a rally. You will see bought and paid for today, the big difference. Totally bought and paid for today is what they're going to call a rally. Now, they're going to have problems when they get out in America and they find out that people won't show up. It is going to be an absolute disgrace. It already is for O'Rourke. Elizabeth Warren can't get 500 people in a room. Kamala Harris, it's all staged. Every single thing they're doing, Buttigieg, they're all staged. All right? Let me give you a couple. One more thing here on the Democrats. Look here. Right? Number 32. Mayor Pete is going to go meet and have lunch with Al Sharpton in New York City today. Really? The domestic terrorist? That's where the Democrats are still at, folks. That's where they're still at. Al Sharpton. Mayor Pete's going to go beg him to get the black vote. Absolutely. So let's take a break. Let's come back and talk about Barr, Admiral Rogers, Clapper, The bombshell report that's coming out in a couple weeks, right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Truck Month is back at Day Chevrolet in Jasper. America's favorite trucks at the North Georgia Mountain's lowest prices. Now save up to $13,000 off new 2019 Silverado Crew Cabs, or save over $7,800 off new 2019 Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a bigger truck selection, and nobody's got bigger discounts than Day Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Better days ahead, Day Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out. At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, we're getting ready here for 10 o'clock. Dave will not be in today. He'll be back next week. Spoke to him yesterday. We talked for a while about baseball and what's going on in the state playoffs. Instant replay at 10 o'clock. So we're going to be jumping right from here to instant replay on our Team FYN Sports Facebook page. And we'll have myself, Josh, let Josh and RJ and Jake West do a little discussion on the draft and a little Braves update, but we're going to be talking Pickens, our three main areas this morning, Pickens Dragons sports, Murphy Bulldogs baseball, and Fannin Rebels baseball. That's at 10 o'clock. Now, let's go here. I want to go over just a couple things. And, sometimes I know you're out there checking stuff out and you pay attention, but give me number 4. Okay. All right. Now, this guy here, all right, who is this guy? Now, we here at the All-Star Panel have been looking for this guy for a long time. We here at the All-Star Panel are like, when will we see this guy show up? All right? I'll find it here in just a second. I got to find my story here. I love any article that has Joe DeGeneva, okay? Also, the articles that have, hang on, I'm getting to it, Kimberly Strassel, you should read all of those. Bombshell report on James Comey coming in 2 weeks, says Joe DeGeneva, okay? This was on the 25th, this was out, and we were a little busy up there in Blue Ridge, so we wanted to get to this. The bombshell report on former FBI Director James Comey is coming out in 2 weeks, Attorney Joe DeGeneva said on Wednesday. He made the declaration during a Fox News panel discussion on alleged government surveillance abuse. The Horowitz report is coming out in May or probably early June, Joe said, a former U.S. attorney for the District of Columbia. He was referring to the Justice Department Inspector General Michael Horowitz's Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act investigation. All right? But that's not the report that we may be getting here soon. All right? Remember this? Hold on, I'm going to get to it. All right? John Huber, that's who that is. And you remember back when we were talking many months ago, where is this guy? He's not showing up for Congress. John Huber leaves Congress in the dark on FBI probe. It's like, where's Waldo, okay? And this is from the Washington Times, and this is April 1st. Attorney General Jeff Sessions thought he had already answered calls for a special counsel to look into FBI's handling of sensitive political investigations when he named the Utah prosecutor right there to conduct an inquiry and report back. Nearly 18 months later, there has been nary a public peep from U.S. Attorney John Huber, the man Mr. Sessions assigned to get to the bottom of things. 18 months. Where has this guy been? FISA abuse, FBI abuse. Now, do you find it interesting that the timelines are laying out? Do you find it interesting that we got a real attorney general? Remember that? Congressman Doug Collins said last week right here on the show, said Democrats just don't know, how to recognize an attorney general. And Barr's a real attorney general. Do you think the FISA court abuse and the genesis of this witch hunt and his report, now that he actually works for a real attorney general, likely witnesses say Mr. Huber has never contacted them, and members of Congress say they are still in the dark despite regular pleas to see progress. It concerns me that we haven't heard a darn thing. Representative Jim Jordan, Ohio, told the Washington Times last week. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Huber? Mr. Huber's assignment is coming under scrutiny as top Republicans, including President Trump, demand a Justice Department investigation into the way FBI and Justice Department targeted Mr. Trump's campaign and his associates in 2016 while looking into the Hillary Clinton. Now, that being said, let's go back. Now, I don't know if the guy is right or wrong, all right? We're going to find out here soon, huh? But DeGeneva says there's another report. Now, this story comes out April 25th. Bombshell report on James Comey. This is Joe DeGeneva is predicting. There's another report that everyone has forgotten about involving James Comey alone. DeGeneva said that will be out in 2 weeks. That report is going to be a bombshell. It's going to open up the investigation on a very high note, and there are going to be criminal referrals in it. He did not elaborate on what report he expects out in 2 weeks, and however he came to find out how he came to find out the timeline of the release. U.S. Attorney John Huber, right there, is conducting an investigation into FBI misconduct. A March 8th, 2018 letter from Republicans in Congress asked Attorney General Sessions to appoint a special counsel to look into certain decisions made and not made by the Department of Justice and FBI in 2016 and 17, which they believed showed evidence of bias trending towards animus among those charged with investigating serious cases. Instead of special counsel, Sessions tasked Huber with the mission later in March 2018. So this is, DeGeneva says this bombshell's coming. Now, let's go back just a little bit, not to confuse matters, but first of all, let's go to number 26, all right? Number 26, Attorney General Barr said he would go and he would testify. Now, he's going to go, Attorney General Barr is going to go and give testimony to the Senate Judiciary Committee, which is run by Lindsey Graham. I think that's Thursday. I'm not 100%. But right now he's refusing to go to the House Judiciary Committee, okay, and testify. Why? A, as we say here on the show almost daily, we don't want you to forget the House Judiciary Committee, where Gerard Nadler there, the bullfrog, okay, that's where impeachment process starts. And Nadler wants to use Barr to kick off that impeachment. Now, we went back last week and went over Nixon and the Watergate and John Dean, special counsel, and the AG at that time, Attorney General, and so forth. But that's what he wants. He wants to kick it off. And how does he want to do it? Each member of the committee gets 5 minutes to question the Attorney General. That is the general standard of the committee. Everybody on the committee gets a 5-minute spot, right, to question the Attorney General. He wants two things. He wants, after the 5 minutes, he then wants their counsel to be able to question Barr. He wants to bring up an attorney on his behalf, on the other, to question Barr with legal questions. Barr says, hell no, I'm not going to do it. Then what does the bullfrog want? He wants Barr to testify behind closed doors concerning the redacted areas of the report. Barr says, hell no. When is the last time we had a behind closed door testimony that didn't get leaked to the media? So Barr's holding his ground. Look, here's the rules I'll testify under. If not, let's go to the next level. I'll go to the Senate. I'm just telling you. That being said, let's go back to the genesis. Remember this, okay? You remember this guy right here? We don't talk about him very much. Number 7. NSA Director Mike Rogers, right? Admiral Mike Rogers. Remember him? Listen to what he says. Let's just play it for what he says at the Heritage Foundation talking about the FISA court. That's the one that starts at 19-something. Can you get that? Let's go.
Some of that value, that in the course of that almost 10 years of using this statutory authority, we're very proud of the track record we have of our legal compliance with the law, of the fact that we have been a forthright and honest organization, that when it makes mistakes, it publicly acknowledges those mistakes. It goes to the court, it goes to the Director of National Intelligence, it informs the Attorney General, and it informs our oversight committees in the Congress. I think that's something that's very important. I also very much welcome the discussion, because I am the first to acknowledge that it is important for us as a nation that we have a very public, forthright, and direct dialogue about how are we trying to ensure that our government has the tools that it needs to help ensure the security of our nation, while at the same time it does so within a very specified legal regime, and that legal regime includes explicit protections for the privacy and the observance of the rights of our citizens. It's not one or the other. We are committed to doing both. And so I very much welcome opportunities like this to sit down and have a discussion about what it is, what it isn't, why is it that we feel so strongly that renewing this,
protections, American citizens, the separation, the tools they need, but the protections for American citizens in the FISA court. Remember this statement, because it's going to come back. Now put up number 6 and number 5. It's getting ready to happen, folks. Number 6, James Clapper. This is James Clapper that he wanted Admiral Rogers fired. This is I got caught. Look at Brennan here, number 5. John Brennan and Clapper with the Obama administration, their ass is in a sling. Now this goes all the way up to Obama, all right? All the way up. Look, let me tell you. Go back to Mike Rogers a minute. No. Yeah, that picture. I guess, yeah, Admiral Rogers. There you go. Now, let's remember something. There's a couple things you want to pick up on this guy right here. All right? Remember what President Trump said? Trump Tower was wiretapped? Remember that? And the media went nuts that made fun of Trump that it was wiretapped. NSA director there, Admiral Rogers, went to meet President Trump at Trump Tower during the transition team. And if the calendar is correct, the day after Admiral Rogers left and let President-elect Trump know he was being spied on through the phony FISA warrant system there that got him, he moved his transition team to Bedminster, New Jersey. Don't forget that. Media does not talk about any of these accounts, okay? Now remember when John Brennan's security clearance was pulled and all of these people got worked up and signed a letter from the intelligence community of how upset. Just a little note here. Mike Rogers strayed from fellow ex-Intel officials over Brennan's clearance. All right? This is in 2017. September 12th, 2018. All right? Retired Navy Admiral Mike Rogers, the former head of the National Security Agency and U.S. Cyber Command, revealed his reasoning for not joining scores of other veteran intelligence officers denouncing President Trump for recently revoking former CIA Director John Brennan's security clearance. In the first public address since retiring in June, Rogers explained Tuesday why his autograph was absent from the open letter condemning the president's decision last month to sever the career intelligence officials' access to classified information. This is what Rogers said, and you got to read between the lines on this. I said to myself, is this going to be effective, right? He said during a panel discussion held at George Mason University in Virginia campus. And I just thought a group of former senior intelligence individuals complaining about how another former senior intelligence individual is being treated, I'm not sure is the most effective way to address this very valid concern. I also thought pouring gasoline on a fire is not going to reduce the flame. We get enough fires burning. We have enough fires burning right now, guys, We need to focus on what the outcome we need to achieve as a nation. We need to focus on what's the outcome we need to achieve as a nation. Pouring gasoline on a fire doesn't reduce the flame. What caused this fire? Right? What do we need to achieve? What outcome? Rogers wouldn't sign, okay? He wouldn't sign their letter, okay? Would not sign their letter. Hold on, I hope I have the article. Now, there's two things that I would hope you get a chance to do. And this is old but new, because remember, we have known this all along. You and I know this. But now it's getting ready to return. It is. It's getting ready to return. Because the Attorney General is going to go to the genesis of this. And we're going to find out some stuff. Well, the mainstream media may not report this, but let me just say this. The Markets Work. It's a website called The Markets Work. And this is May 5th, 2018. This article is May 5th, 2018. A quiet hero, NSA Director Admiral Rogers. All right, when he retires. This talks about his retirement. But if you go down, okay, if you go down and you look, there's a timeline. For those less familiar, here's a timeline of events transpiring at NSA. November 2015 to April 2016, the FBI and DOJ's National Security Division, NSD, uses private contractors to access raw FISA information using to and from the FISA 702s about the 702 quarries on March 16th. On March 2016, NSA Director Rogers becomes aware of improper access to raw FISA data. Okay? April 2016, Rogers orders the NSA compliance officer to run a full audit on the compliance. April 18th of 2016, Rogers shuts down FBI NSD contractor access to FISA search. Now this is where Brennan and Clapper's ass are in a sling. I'm telling you. April to September 2016, Rogers continues his investigation. September 26, 2016, Department of Justice NSD head John Carlin files the government's proposed 2016 Section 207 certification. The filing does not disclose the FISA abuses. Carlin's aware of Rogers' compliance review, and 2016 certifications are scheduled for court approval, okay? September 27, Carlin announced his resignation. Nobody knows why. Mary McCord will later assume his position, but Carlin gets out. Mid-October 2016, DNI, all right? That is, go to number 6. Okay? Mid-October 2016, DNI Clapper, okay, submits a recommendation to the White House that Director Rogers be removed from the NSA. Clapper's efforts fail. He tries to remove Mike Rogers from the NSA. I'm telling you, folks, October 20th, 2016, Rogers is briefed by the NSA compliance officer on the 702s and NSA compliance audit and about quarry violations, okay? Now, let me get down here. Rogers shuts down all about quarry activity. Rogers reports that the activity to the DOJ prepares to go before the FISA court. October 21st, 2016, DOJ and FBI seek and receive Title I FISA probable cause order authorizing electronic surveillance on Carter Page from the FISA. At this point, the FISA court is unaware of the Section 702. Rogers verbally informs them on the 24th. He verbally says, hey, FISA court, there's violations here. November 17, 2016, Rogers travels. Now listen to this. That morning, Rogers travels on November 17, 2016. Rogers travels to meet President-elect Trump and his transition team in Trump Tower. Rogers does not inform DNI James Clapper. Okay? He don't inform Clapper. He doesn't tell the White House. He doesn't tell Obama. He doesn't want them to know. November 17th, Trump's transition team announces they are moving all transition activities to Trump National Golf Club in New Jersey. Interesting. Department of Justice the Department of Justice and FBI were both aware of Carlin's fraudulent September 26, 2016 submission of the government proposed 2016 Section 702 classifications. They knew it contained material omissions. All right. The FBI and Department of Justice and NSD were quite literally racing against Rogers' investigation in order to obtain a FISA warrant on Carter Page. But let me just say this, because I could go on and on, because it's detailed out everything that took place. All right? But let me say this. So the President of the United States at the rally, they are all up in arms. Let's go to, let's just go to number 3. They are all up in arms because the President of the United States called them scum. The scum, the top cop scum. Okay? And that's what he called them. And listen, I want to tell you also, you need to read the markets work. This is April 5th of 2018. Okay? These well, you say, well, that's old news. No. This is why we have an attorney general now. This right here that Mike Rogers uncovered with FISA, this stuff that Uber is getting ready to deliver. James Comey, they're going down, folks. This goes all the way to the White House. There's a reason that Admiral Rogers did not tell Clapper and Obama he was going to visit President-elect Trump. There's a reason they did not go tell. And that's, President-elect said, hey, it was wiretap. Uncovering the Mike Rogers investigation, Section 702, FISA abuse, and the FBI. John Carl was Assistant Attorney General, the head of the Department of Justice National Security Division. Where the hell did he go? On September 27, 2016, Carl announced his resignation. He formally left the NSD on October 5, 2016. Carlin has been named acting attorney general since March of 2013 and was confirmed in the spring of 2015. He has previously served as chief of staff and then FBI director Robert S. Mueller. He was chief he was chief of staff to Robert Mueller. And then the president said, son of a, oh my God, what pieces of garbage. And then the president said, okay, there may be conflicts of interest, Mueller may be, but no, we got to get Don McGahn up there because Trump said, hey man, maybe he's got conflicts of interest. No, Carlin has previously served as the chief of staff to then FBI director Robert S. Mueller. Carlin was replaced by Mary McCord, who would later accompany acting Attorney General Sally Yates to see White House counsel Don McGahn regarding Michael Flynn. No, tell me it wasn't true. Yeah. This guy was replaced by this lady that worked for acting attorney general Sally Yates to see Don McGahn concerning Michael Flynn. Man, I hope we put them all in prison, folks. I mean all in prison. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to wrap up a little more of this when we return.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead.
Truck Month is back at Day Chevrolet in Jasper. America's favorite trucks at the North Georgia Mountains' lowest prices. Now save up to $13,000 off new 2019 Silverado Crew Cabs. Or save over $7,800 off new 2019 Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a bigger truck selection. And nobody's got bigger discounts than Day Chevrolet in Jasper. The North Georgia Mountains' #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Better days ahead. Day Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, put that picture up we just had there. Okay? Yeah. Okay, that's Carlin. What's his name again? John Carlin right there. Assistant Attorney General. Standing next to who? Attorney General Loretta Lynch, and who is in the wing back there looking at him but the top cop piece of scum, Trump James Cardinal Comey. All right? Loretta Lynch, Comey, and there's John Carl. Now, when Lynch left after the Trump administration came in, before they could get Beauregard confirmed, also in there is Sally Yates. Because when Carlin leaves, okay, She is the acting Attorney General, Sally Yates, when Loretta Lynch leaves and Trump is gone. Okay? I mean, when Obama is gone and Trump comes in. But there is Carlin. Now, remember, he resigns and was replaced with Mary McCord, who would later accompany acting Attorney General Sally Yates to see White House counsel Don McGahn regarding Michael Flynn. All conflict. Remember, this guy here, Carlin, announced his resignation exactly one day after he filed the government's proposed 2016 Section 702 certifications. His signature cannot be found on page 31 of that certification. I'm telling you, folks, I hope every last one of these damn people get sent to prison. So who did they trot out? Now, Attorney General Bob Barr says we're going to go to the Genesis. Who else to tell us what the Mueller report says than Sally Yates herself? Go ahead there. And she's on her way. Before we play that, she's on there with, what's her name? Andrea Mitchell. Which Andrea Mitchell found, took a bath, her bathroom rug, and turned it into something. I don't know. I'm thinking, what the hell are you wearing, your bathroom rug? But Sally Yates, play that video.
The Russian issue, which you just raised, if not for the Office of Legal Counsel prohibition against indicting a president, should there have been further steps? Do you think that there, in fact, on obstruction, would have been an indictment?
Well, you know, I've been a prosecutor for nearly 30 years, and I can tell you I've personally prosecuted obstruction cases on far, far less evidence than this. And yes, I believe if he were not the President of the United States, he would likely be indicted on obstruction.
So if he were the CEO of a company, if he were a private citizen, the at least 10 instances that are in the obstruction part of the report would have led to an indictment.
You know, I'm not sure that all 10 would. I think that Special Counsel Mueller did a very fair job in going through all 10 instances and laying out both the facts that established that he had committed the crime of obstruction, but also pointing out the defenses, both legal and factual. But there are several incidents that he described to which Special Counsel Mueller really couldn't point to any significant factual or legal defenses.
And which in particular do you cite as the most significant, the red flags that you see?
Well, the ones that he found that all three elements were satisfied were with respect to trying to fire Special Counsel Mueller through Don McGahn, then trying to get Don McGahn to lie about it later, not just his own lies, but trying to get someone else to as well, and then trying to reduce, to cabin the scope of the investigation to what's really nonsensical, to campaign interference in future elections.
Do you think that if he is not reelected and the statute of limitations does not run out until 2022, that he could still be prosecuted after leaving office?
Well, the Mueller report specifically references that, both what could happen in the short term with respect to Congress's role, but also the long term, whether he could be prosecuted. But you know, I think really the bigger issue is not just whether or not this establishes a crime that can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, but is this the kind of conduct that we should expect from the President of the United States?
So this is the same Sally Yates that goes on here with Andrea Mitchell on NBC. She does not ask the questions. She does not say, well, you remember when you went to Don McGahn about Michael Flynn? Remember, this is the Sally Yates that went to Don McGahn about White House counsel about, you know, General Michael Flynn. Interesting. Now she says, oh my God, obstruction, where he tried to get Don McGahn to push back on Robert Mueller. I'm telling you, I just keep saying it over and over and over. I hope every damn one of them goes to prison. I can't say it enough. I'm serious as can be. Now, one more. Hold on here a minute. Now, the synagogue shooting. Now they're trying to, obviously, they're trying to make the, I only got a couple minutes, so they're trying to make, now this morning, the pieces of garbage, Joe Scarborough and Minka. Joe Scarborough says this morning that what if Attorney General Barr, now we have the, and I don't know where I have that article, and I hope I have it here. You have the guy, the former, sorry about that, I may have lost that article I was looking for. The former Coast Guard guy in the Coast Guard, he had the enemies list. Where in the world did I lose that article? I lost that article. I'm sorry, folks. But the guy is out, is supposedly going to get out on bond or is out on bond, and Joe Scarborough, this piece of garbage, says, what if the list had Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh? What if it was a conservative list that he was going to kill and shoot? The guy would not be out of jail. Let's go ahead and play that Minka video real quick from the other day where she went nuts about her husband being on a kill list.
Federal statute on domestic terrorism, and that's something Congress perhaps should address.
But I have to ask why? How could this be? Danny Savalas and then Dave Ehrenberg, these are the things that you find after a massacre, and you go, oh, these were the warning signs. We should have noticed them. So the warning signs are right there. And I say this as the wife of someone who was on that list, so you may hear a little intensity in my voice, but I think Trump's doing this. How can I not do that math in my mind? That the Attorney General is making a clear decision here to make sure the lives of people who are being targeted are continue to be in danger because they will not put together the pieces of this case. A stockpile of weapons, a list of people that he wants to kill. Are you serious? There's no way not to let this guy walk. You've got to be kidding me. Someone give me a legitimate reason. Danny, try.
I'll try. Mika, the Attorney General is constrained by the law and the DOJ policies. And in this case, there are no domestic terror.
Don't have time to go into that too deep. These sick people started again this morning. Joe Scarborough, right after the synagogue, they did not go to the New York Times with that sick cartoon they made. No, that's no cause for hate, that sick cartoon, that anti-Semitic cartoon from the New York Times. This morning, you heard what she said? Trump is doing this. Okay, the Coast Guard officer, the judge, approved release. He had a kill list, Nancy Pelosi, all kinds on there. The Attorney General, they're blaming this. They said Barr, the Attorney General, would have never let this guy go if Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, people like that were on the list. Sick, disgusting people. I got to run through my pictures really quick. I didn't have time to do everything I wanted this morning. Bob Barr, we talked about that, the pushback there. Let me go with this, okay? Now, and let's have a little fun to end the show, and then we'll come right back. I know we only got a couple minutes. But are you hearing the reports that Rod Rosenstein, or Stein, I can land this plane, all right? Washington Post 2 days ago, headlines. I can land this plane, what Rosenstein said to the President of the United States when it was brought up that maybe Rosenstein was going to wear a wire. He said, I'm on your side, right? Rosenstein said, I'm on your side. New report. Rod Rosenstein told Trump, I can land this plane. That's what he told him. We found video of Rosenstein landing the plane. Take us to Rosenstein, and he says, I can land this plane. Check it out.
Well, now.
All right, now everybody, get in crash position.
squeeze a flap. All right, now listen to me. Remember your brakes and switches. Get ready to flare it out.
He's all over the place. 900 feet up to 1,300 feet. What an asshole.
More left rudder. Put down more flap. Just kidding. Strikers, lift your nose. Straighten your wings. Coming in too fast. Watch your speed. He's coming right at us. Coming in too hot. Ease up on the throttle. Watch for that crosswind. Level it out. Aim for the numbers. Not to dip your left wing. They're drifting. Keep your eyes on the far end of the runway. You're too low, damn it! Watch your stall speed. Flare out. Eyes are down. Down. The brake! Pull the brake!
There he goes. Rod Rosenstein, acting Deputy Attorney General, landing the plane. A, did Rosenstein flip? Interesting. B, did you hear the President of the United States say, hey, I like all those red hats out there, and there's white hats out there, and there's some black hats. I'll be back in just a couple minutes because we're going to be doing instant replay, our sports show, but that's over on Team FYN Sports and Fetch Your News page, but Team FYN Sports Facebook page. I'm out, back tomorrow morning.